Good morning, children. Welcome back to the English class. In the last class, the author went to Mr. Gessler's shop and gave order to make a pair of Russian leather type of boots. So Mr. Gessler showed a golden brown leather to him. Then he praised the leather, and then he take a order from author. Then he went to make a Russian type of golden brown color boots to author. So in the next paragraph, page 74, I read the lesson. I cannot forget that day on which I had occasion to say to him, Mr. Gessler, that last pair of boots creaked, you know. He looked at me for a time without replying, as if expecting me to withdraw or qualify the statement. Then said, it shouldn't have creaked. It did, I'm afraid. You got them wet before they found themselves. I don't think so. And that he lowered his eyes as if hunting for memory of those boots, and I felt sorry I had mentioned this grave thing. Send them back, he said. I will look at them. Some boots, he continued slowly, are bad from birth. If I can do nothing with them, I take them off your bill. So once only I went absent-mindedly into his shop in a pair of boots bought in an emergency at some large firm. He took my order without showing me any leather, and I could feel his eyes penetrating the inferior covering of my foot. At last he said, those are not my boots. The tone was not one of anger nor of sorrow, not even of contempt, but there was in it something quiet that froze the blood. He put his hand down and pressed a finger on the place where the left boot was not quite comfortable. It hurts you there, he said. Those big firms have no self-respect. And then, as if something had given way within him, he spoke long and bitterly. It was the only time I ever heard him discuss the conditions and hardships of his trade. So, children, in the next, author forgot to say when Mr. Gessler was met on the occasion to say him, your last pair of boots was cracked. Means the author said to Mr. Gessler, your last pair of boots were creaked. It is brought from Mr. Gessler's shop. So he said it is brought from your shop. It was creaked. So when he would say the boots were creaked, Gessler looked at the author in a different way. So he was shocked, and then he expecting him to withdraw his statement of the boots were creaked. Then he would say the boots should not creaked. So here the author said to Mr. Gessler, your boots were creaked. Then Mr. Gessler was expecting the statement of the creaking statement withdraw from the author, means he think that my boots should not creaked. Okay, my boots should not be cracked, means it was not breaked or anything injured. But author was replied with angry. So he was replied with quite angry. It was creaked. So he tell you got the shoes before the wet. So the author said, I don't think so. So now the author was said like this. The author felt sorry for what he was creating the fearness to Mr. Gessler. So he was remembered that the boots were brought by him or not. So children, in a sadness, he was told to author send them back. So in a sadness, Mr. Gessler told to author, send them back. I look at what happened, how it was cracked. Then he said with a slowly voice, some boots are bad from its birth. Means it was bad from when it was making. Okay. So he promised to author, if he cannot repair the boots, he could repay the bill. So Mr. Gessler promised to author, if he cannot be able to repair the boots, he can repay the bill of the author. So in the next paragraph, author was said to readers, once he went to a large shop to buy a shoes with an absent-minded in an emergency. So, but they took the order without the showing the leather to me. Then he buy a shoe, then come back. So, but now the Gessler was said that it was not my boots. So Gessler was identified, it was not my boots. So children, the tone he was said, it was not in a anger, not in a sorrow, or not in a contempt mood. So here, children, Gessler said it was not my boot. So he was not saying in a angry, he was not saying in a very low voice, it was not in a sorrow, means sadness. So, but his voice was like frost blood, means it was forcefully insist him to, it was your boots. Then Mr. Gessler put his hand on the foot of the author and pressed the finger on the place where the boot was not quite comfortable to him. So then he said, it hurts you here. So then he said, the big firms, means big shoes companies, are not self-respect. The big companies, shoes companies, don't have any self-respect. So only they gave advertise and then attract the customers. But those boots are not quality one. So he expressed his hardship facing in the business. So the author was heard his bad condition of trade on that time only. So only the big companies are spend money on the advertising, not in the quality. But Gessler was make a good quality shoes. Okay, this is the day of our children. So day of our lesson. Then we will see in the next video what happened in the Mr. Gessler story. Thank you, children.